Saduds, YINLIN is out and she's pretty good with Yuanwu. This is a follow-up video to my Yuanwu build guide. If you want the basics on Yuanwu, start there. Since that video, I found a few new techs and a few different ways to play him. We're also going to cover how he plays with YINLIN. There are multiple different topics, so feel free to use the video chapters to skip around. Since the last video, I have made some changes to the build. I also managed to get S4. The main change is the 4-cost echo. The bell turtle can drop as energy set and is the only echo that scales off defense. It is a very fast cast time and gives a comparable buff to the bird, making it objectively better. This does slightly change the rotation as you want to use it as soon as possible. Just use it on cooldown. The downside to this is that the boss has 2 set possibilities, meaning it takes twice as long to farm a good one. There is also a mechanic I forgot in the build guide that is now relevant. I missed that his ult also grants the enhanced state. This doesn't change your burst rotation, but if you want to unfield him for longer, you would want to delay his ultimate to have a longer uptime. This is important for YINLIN teams. On to new tech. In the build, I greatly undersold how strong his outro skill is. It does about double the normal vibration damage as a normal outro. This makes it even better in a quick swap setup. Quick swap tech has been talked about a lot, but if you're out of the loop, some skills can continue casting through a character swap, such as Encore's skill. If you swap it back before it completes, you can resume the skill from where it left off. It lets you weave in other character skills into long cast times, as well as take advantage of outros mid-combo. Yuanwu can fit in his hold E or his echo into these swap windows, but the timing can be kind of tight. This mechanic was very strong in the beta when the buffs from outro skills persisted throughout all the swaps. This has since been changed with them now being removed on swapping. But since Yuanwu's outro effect is just a bunch of vibration damage, he gets the full effect out of these swaps. If you frequently quick swap as long as you have your outro skill, you can keep chunking vibration damage. I feel like this will be useful in the future when we have bosses that require a break. And the last new tech is a completely different way to build him. There is a way to build him as the team's sustain or support. The 3-star gauntlets originate type 4 will heal him for a small amount on basic attack. This heal is insignificant and only affects himself, but it does proc the healing set. His S4 grants the team a shield equal to 200% of his defense on an ultimate. This is a lot larger than you would think it is, often being about half your health bar. In this build variation, you would use the healing set and only build defense and energy regeneration, foregoing all your crit. The goal would be to ult on cooldown. The shield would only have a 50% uptime at best, so it's not a perfect solution. Rotations would be quick swap based, with a high priority on using ult and basic attacking once every 30 seconds. It's something to think about, and I believe these same echoes could be shared with Techie if you want to build her. I believe this will only work if you're rather good at the game, and only needs a tiny amount of shielding to get by. Something for the lower floors of the tower. And now we get to YINLIN. I'm going to assume you know how she works, but if you need a refresher, in simple terms, she puts a mark on enemies, and attacking the marked enemy will do damage to all marked enemies. Her outro skill also buffs lightning damage and your ultimate damage. My YINLIN isn't fully built yet, so her damage is a bit low. Both Yuanwu and YINLIN are sub DPS, but in a team together they split the main DPS role. YINLIN will take the focus while she is building up meter to get the mark out, while Yuanwu will stay on field more when the mark is out. This does change Yuanwu's rotation a bit. The mark lasts for 16 seconds, but the enhanced state only lasts for 10. This means you have to wait for 5 seconds into your enhanced state to use your ultimate for maximum uptime. I don't think this min-max really matters that much, but it's something to think about. YINLIN has quite a few swap cancels. The 2 I mainly use are her second skill usage and her heavy attack. You can also swap and back cancel some of her basics, but that's a bit too sweaty for my tastes. When you swap to Yuanwu in these cancels, you could do your shortened burst rotation, just your echo, or just swap right back. This will refresh the pillar. I don't think YINLIN changes his echo build. One could argue for the electro set again, but there are no echoes in the electro set that scale off defense, they all scale off attack. Since he scales only off defense, the echo would do no damage. I firmly believe energy set is the best, and YINLIN can take advantage of the attack buff. After playing this team for a bit, I think I like Encore more than YINLIN, at least for overworld gameplay. Encore has longer cancels, which feel better to me. YINLIN wants you to swap it back quickly, and that just doesn't fit well with timings. Unfielding Yuanwu is fun, but it loses its effectiveness over time. I do think YINLIN is better for AoE and just more damage in general, and should be far better for tower. While I was playing two sub DPS together, it made me feel the rules of sub DPS and main DPS are kind of meaningless. All sub DPS really means is that there's a damage downtime, and you have to do something within that time. I can see a scenario where the play is running 3 sub DPS, especially if the sub DPS have small amounts of sustain in them, like Yuanwu's ultimate. But that's an idea for when we have more characters. The only ones that kinda works with is Zhanxin, Taoqi, and Yuanwu. Even then it's kinda cope. The main takeaway I want you to have from this is Yuanwu's flexibility. Not only are there different ways to build him, you can have his role change mid-fight if you wanted to. This flexibility is great for when you want to beat a tower. He could be a sustain on a lower floor and a sub DPS on a higher one. There's a reason you get him for free, and I don't think you're going to regret building him. That's about all for this one. I think the calling for this channel is building characters everyone's writing off as bad. I think I'm gonna try my hand at building Taoqi next and see where I can take her.
One person at the convention has seen anything like. This man, another archaeological professor, says that the encounter with natives gave them all idols in this existence. And as the people who praise these idols were known for their barbarity. You know, cannibalism, human sacrifice, the whole works. After the inspector and this professor could study the group off of doing this first for some time, they managed to piece together from all